If you're a big theater fanatic, then you won't want to miss VCU's newest play. Inside's Jasmine Allen is in our studio with the director.
Good evening. I'm here with VCU Theater Assistant Professor Barry Bell, who's also the director of Dead Man's Cell Phone, playing this weekend at the Singleton Performing Arts Center on the Monroe Park campus. Thank you for joining us today, Professor Bell.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, to start off, could you just give us a brief summary or tell us a little bit about the play?
Well, Dead Man's Cell Phone, written by Sarah Rule, is a slightly absurdist drama about the loss of connection between our society, that we are so hung up on cell phones, iPods, that we've lost actually the connection between two humans. And a woman finds a dead man's cell phone and begins to call the people on his phone. And through that, she begins to reconnect them in a more humanistic way than just through a cell phone.
Okay. So to my understanding, the idea of the play was presented by Theater Department Chairman David Leong and the VCU Theater Department itself.
Right.
Why has this play been chosen as one of the first productions of the year?
Well, currently Sarah Rule is probably one of the hottest new playwrights in the country. She's won a Pulitzer Prize and all that kind of stuff, so for that reason. Secondly, it has a small cast, and the first show of our season every year has a very short rehearsal time. And so, you know, we use less students, and it's a simpler play. It's a one-set play. Some of the scenery has changed, but it's basically a one-set play. So the easier shows are usually the ones we do first because we have the least amount of time to get them up.
Okay. So you've directed previous plays such as The Who's Tommy. What made you want to be a part of this particular play? Well,
the last couple of shows I've done, Dracula and The Who's Tommy, are pretty much, you know, realistic, big, bombastic, huge shows with lots of people and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. And this one is a more intimate cast. It's a different style of theater than I've directed in a while. I have directed that style before. So that was intriguing to do that. And it's a new playwright who I know a whole lot about when we started, but I know a lot more about her now.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
So what has a typical rehearsal day been for you and your production crew?
The first show we start a week before school opens, and we rehearse during that time, during the day, for about 10 to about 3, you know, with a lunch break. And then once school starts, we rehearse at night from 6:30 to 11. And then as we get closer into what's called Tech Week, when all the technical aspects and everything come in, we have some, mostly from 6 to 11 at night, but then on the weekends we have some long days from 10 till 6. So as we get closer, the rehearsals get longer on the weekends, and then we open the show.
Okay. And the first play, the very first play was on Friday, October 1st.
Right.
How has the turnout been since then?
On Thursday night, which is before the actual official public opening, is our student opening. And of course, every student in the department is required to come, so it was packed. It was great. That weekend was kind of slow, to be honest. We haven't had, you know, it's a tough economy. It's a play that not a lot of people know. And so we've had a little bit of a rough time getting as many people in there as we'd like, which is why that this Thursday night we're selling 2-for-1 tickets. So you buy one, you get one free for this Thursday night. But it's the audiences have been building up this week, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a little better.
Okay, well, thank you again for joining us today,
Sure.
And we hope that your play continues to be successful throughout the next few show days.
Well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it.
And again, that was Professor Barry Bell, Director of VCU's Theater Production, Dead Man's Cell Phone. Thank you again.
Thanks.